All right, so we got the full 1072 summary here, and we're going over so much more than what we were able to go over yesterday. And there's also a big correction to one of the things we talked about, such as with the identity of Stussy, but we'll get to it. So on the cover page, we see Queen preparing viruses, Judge making his spear, and Caesar creating a devil fruit. Vegapunk and the Mystery Woman don't appear in this cover. It seems some time has passed since last cover. They wear another clothes, and Queen is a bit fatter. Devil fruit that Caesar is creating is black. So this is actually a flashback, and I suppose this is sometime that after Vegapunk had left the group. Chapter starts with a narration from Vegapunk's journal during Mad's time. It's not a flashback, only a text during present time. Vegapunk said that even if the world doesn't accept it, he views her as a real human. Vegapunk said to that this experiment will be their first step towards peace. So this is the beginning of this interesting little side storyline here, where Vegapunk is saying he views quote unquote her as a real human. Pretty sure he's referring to Stussy here, because we found out in yesterday's spoilers that Stussy was a clone of someone from the Rock's Pirates. And there were some other unconfirmed spoilers floating around saying that she may have been Bakken, Weevil's mother, but it turns out that that was bunk info, and we're going to find out her real identity later on. But we speculated before that Stussy may have been like Vegapunk's daughter or something because she was familiar with Egghead Island, and I guess she kind of is. I mean, not literally, but it seems like he created her. Bonnie turns herself into a kid and pretends to cry to gain Vegapunk's sympathy. When Vegapunk comes near Bonnie, she turns herself again, now into a fiery, buff adult version. She looks bloated like a balloon. It seems Bonnie's powers can make her turn herself into different variations of her future self or something like that. Bonnie knocks Vegapunk's ages out of him in form of sparkling jewels. Then she turns Vegapunk into a baby that can talk, probably thanks to his genius brain. Vegapunk says, "What? The sparkling jewels are my age." He can't tell Bonnie the reason why he turned Kuma in the past, because that reason will cause Bonnie a great pain. That's why Vegapunk promised Kuma he will never tell Bonnie the truth. Bonnie turns and sees a room with a bear paw at the door, and Bonnie walks towards the door and destroys the lock by aging it up. This ability is similar to Shinobu's ability in Wano. Vegapunk and Kuma flashback starts. Vegapunk looks similar to the flashback in Ohara. Kuma wears a white patient clothes with no hat, showing his hair and glasses. Vegapunk told Kuma that a scientist in the West Blue discovered that humans weigh 21 grams less after they die. So 21 grams is the weight of the human soul. Vegapunk also explains Kuma's Niku Niku no Mi ability. He says Kuma's power turns intangible things into something tangible. For example, Kuma can transform pain by turning nerve signals into tangible energy that he could push out of a body. So by extension, Kuma should be able to do the same with imagination, thoughts, or even memories as well. Vegapunk wants that Kuma tries to bring out his own memories because he wants to know the weight and size of human memory. Kuma doesn't want to do that since it's embarrassing, but Vegapunk begs him for the sake of science. So that's wild, and we found this out yesterday, but it's being explained a little more here. So him making the tangible intangible, as we saw in Thriller Bark with what he did to Luffy's pain, but he can also make imagination, thoughts, and even memories tangible as well. So I guess the imagination and thoughts are how he's able to send people to various locations and whatnot. And this whole memories thing is also super important because it's going to be explored at the end of this chapter, but it's also something that we speculated about yesterday before we got all the info here, but we'll talk about it. Back to the present, Bonnie enters in the room with the bear paw at the door. In the middle of the room, Bonnie sees Kuma's bear paw shaped energy. She walks towards it. At the same time, we also see what is happening in the red port. Real Kuma is trying to climb the red line, but he's shot down by Marines. Back to the room with the bear paw at the door, Bonnie is about to touch the energy. Vegapunk says, "Don't touch it, Bonnie, that's Kuma's pain." Bonnie says, "I know my father's ability. That is not pain. These are his memories, right?" Bonnie extends her hand to touch the energy. So yeah, this is what we speculated about yesterday. When we found out that Kuma could make the intangible tangible, we thought, oh, maybe he can do it to his memories or his personality or something. And it turns out that he is doing that. So before he was made completely into a robot by Vegapunk, I guess he slapped his memories out of him. Now, I don't know if this means that his memories can be implanted into like another vessel and that thing will become the new Kuma, or this is simply just like a hard drive that has his memories on it that somebody can experience, but he's essentially like dead. I hope this is like his personality as well, and it could just be planted into something, but there's also a chance it might not be. But regardless, at least this is something for Bonnie to have in the meantime. And this is probably going to send us into a flashback with Bonnie finding out why Kuma did what he did. Cut now outside to the labo. Zoro versus Kaku continued. Kaku is using his awakened form that is similar to Lucci's. Kaku's human beast form has now dark flame hair and a stream of floating dark fire wraps around his shoulders. Kaku uses some old attacks like Bygone Nose Pistol, but he uses a new attack called Extreme Nose Pistol Spinning Snake. However, Zoro overpowers Kaku and knocks him down to the ground easily, while Brook protects the Thousand Sunny. So yeah, we found this out too, that Zoro was going to make quick work of Kaku, even in his awakened form. Yeah, it's even easier than we thought. I don't even think Zoro's using a named move here to take him down, which would really be insult to injury. Suddenly, it's revealed that the 4 Seraphim came up to the labo as well, despite receiving no order. It's revealed that the Seraphim's personality allows them to react and make decisions on their own to adapt to battle situations. So they come up to assist CP0 by themselves. However, this is not what CP0 wants. Since Vegapunk still holds higher authority than them, Edison and Lilith run out to try to take the Seraphims back. Sanji and Frankie go to assist Zoro and Brook. Luffy and the other Straw Hats stay at the lab. Lucci orders Seraphim to destroy the labo before Vegapunk can come out. 4 Seraphim start attacking the labo building together. However, suddenly Kaku's neck is bitten by someone and Kaku falls asleep. We discover that the one who bit Kaku is Stussy, who has vampire-like wings and fangs. Her true identity is revealed. Stussy is the clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy, one of the Rocks Pirates members. Stussy is the first successful human clone of Mads. She says, "I just made Kaku go to sleep, Lucci, and now I need you to go to sleep as well." So that's wild. So like I said, yesterday there were some unconfirmed spoilers going around saying that she was Bakken, but no, not Bakken. Turns out that she's a clone of this new character, Miss Buckingham Stussy, who was a member of the Rocks Pirates. And she does have like these vampire-like wings and fangs. And I assume that this is a devil fruit, unless she's like some kind of new alien race like the Lunarians or something. Other than that, I assume this is a devil fruit. It's possible it's like the vampire mythical Zoan or something. And maybe he was able to replicate it through the lineage factor of somebody else. I mean, it's even possible that that devil fruit that Caesar had on the cover page is this mythical vampire fruit, possibly. None of this is remotely confirmed. I'm like getting ahead of myself here. I'm just speculating. But it also goes back to what Vegapunk was talking about at the beginning, saying that her is a real person, referring to the Miss Buckingham Stussy clone that he made here, which is now the Stussy of CP0. And she's able to make Kaku go to sleep, and apparently she can do the same to Lucci, which means that Stussy might be the strongest CP0 member too. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Wild chapter. Let me know what you thought about this one in the comments. And if you liked the video, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.